honor of the sequel that's coming out on this Thanksgiving Day, we're going to be reviewing the Rocky Balboa spinoff, Creed. Creed is a story about a young boxer named Adonis Johnson who is the son of the world-famous boxer Apollo Creed. And he obviously still has his father's blood in him, so he has this desire to be a champion boxer. So he goes to Philadelphia and seek out his father's old friend Rocky Balboa to be his mentor. This was an amazing movie for me to watch. Like, there's like every once in a while you come across a movie and you just sit down and you just truly enjoy it. And I'm like waiting for parts to come up on screen that like, oh, I don't like that. Like, I was waiting for something like that to happen. I'm like, because this movie is just too good. Like, how come nothing bad or something I don't like is not coming up? This movie was just a solidly good movie. I had so much fun watching it. It has so much going on for it. Like, first off, there was a lot of nods and respects to the original series, especially the first Rocky film. Like, just how the film was structured was very similar to the first Rocky film. But they didn't just copy and paste the story and like change the character. Like, this is very much Michael B. Jordan's Adonis Creed's story. The attention to detail is also very good in this film, like especially in the boxing scenes. I don't know if you remember from the original Rocky Balboa movies, but the boxing matches in those movies were very unrealistic. It was just dudes just throwing haymakers and just landing every single one. It was always a perfect clean hit. And there was definitely some of that in this film, but it was a lot more technical. Like, you can tell that Michael B. Jordan and all the other boxing actors in it were properly trained and like made it look like a more legitimate boxing fight. Like, it was, there's some jabs, they're doing proper blocking, they're not just like getting knocked the snot out of. There are those parts, but it was a bit more technical, but a bit more realistic. And I really appreciate the little things. This movie was an emotional roller coaster too. I mean, like, with Apollo Creed dying right before Adonis was born, like, there's just so much that Adonis had to deal with growing up. Like, he wants to get out of his father's shadow, but at the same time he wants to make his father's name something to be proud of again. And he doesn't want to be a mistake. There's a lot of vulnerability in this film. A lot of characters are opening up in this movie, especially with Rocky Balboa. Man, he's much older in this film. Obviously, Sylvester Stallone's, I'm pretty sure he's in his late 60s. And his wife just passed away and his son is off in another country. And there's a lot of vulnerability between all these characters, and there's just a lot of scenes where they open up. And this, you would think that this is a boxing movie, so it's going to be like super macho, but it wasn't. It was just a heart-tugging movie, and the emotion was totally necessary. I felt like it brought a lot more character, a lot more soul to this film, and I'm really glad they really pinned down on that aspect of this film. This is one of those movies that you're just scrolling through television and you see it and you're like, oh, I'm pretty sure this will be good, and it just like totally catches you by surprise of just how great it is. Like, it has so much going for it. The characters are incredible, the dialogue is great, the emotion in it is amazing. There's just so much good story and just soul and flow. It was just a beautiful film, and it caught me by surprise when I was watching. I was like, oh my gosh. And I don't know if you people could tell, but I haven't said one bad thing about this film. So, who wants to bet? What kind of rating is this gonna get? This movie deserves an A-Town heroic rating. It was just an overall great movie. I saw no issues with it whatsoever. Now, before I close out this video, I just want to wish everyone a happy Veterans Day. I want to give a huge shout out to my brother-in-law, to my auntie, and to my friends that serve in our military. Thank you so much for your service and all that you've done for us. I just couldn't be more grateful for you guys. I admire you so much. You've been huge influences on my life. And just thank you so much. Now, And I thank all of you for watching these videos. Do you agree or disagree with my review, by the way? Let me know down in the comments below. Let's talk about it. And if you like what you saw, hit that like and subscribe button so you can see more content. And I'll see you all next week for another episode of A-Town Reviews.